As far. Peter, what do you think happened to Vettel in terms of his driving towards the end of his career? Did he get slower or just struggle to adapt to new rigs? No, I think he, I mentioned this before, but I don't think he got slower. I think he was the same driver. He never got any better, I think is more the point. And I think he always had a sort of exaggerated sort of diamond approach to a corner. If the corner lent itself to it, that's where he was really, really good. He was good at sort of extending the straight, going into a, not necessarily short corners, just going into a rotation point and then doing that really well at exactly the right moment and then getting a really good exit. And that he did really well when he had a lot of downforce at the back of the Red Bull. But when they changed the regs and the downforce went away from the back, that's when he started to struggle because he didn't have any other way of driving, and he just became an ordinary racing driver then, a little bit like Oscar Piastri's an ordinary racing driver now, in the sense that it looks as if he's decided not to pursue the short corner route. And that's when, you know, he should have, in my opinion, if he'd been properly managed, somebody should have said to him, this is now showing up a shortcoming in your repertoire. Look, Daniel Ricciardo's blowing you away at Red Bull. You need to work on your ability to, you know, how you're going to rotate the car when you don't have all that grip at the rear. But he didn't do that. He just thought, oh, I had enough of this. I'm going to Ferrari. I'm mega world champion. I can 4 times world champion. I can win there. And so he just sort of stagnated, I think, after that and never got any better. And I think he's the same driver now. And if you give him a good back end, obviously a decent front end, he's always going to be very good. But if you've got a light back end, a bit like Jenson Button, forget it. Raging Bull, watching from Melbourne. You, David Coulthard and Eddie Jordan are the only Formula One people I watch. Oh, I'm in great company there, I think. Old DC and EJ. Yeah. I've had many a fun time with DC, actually. Really good bloke. I mean, I knew him really well when he was racing. Haven't seen much of him recently, to be honest, I have to say, but a very good man, and had a lot of fun times with him away from the track. He was very kind as well, often gave me lifts home in his aircraft. Speaking of which, that shunt in Toronto, very, very, I hope nobody, you know, is more than critically injured and they recover. And it's, what I'm saying is amazing that there were just injuries and wasn't worse. But all credit to Bombardier. What a company. Got a lot of time. I got a Bombardier model up there. Funnily enough, Air Canada, Air Alliance, Bombardier. Massive fan of that company, which I think has got, I think they bought Canadair, did they not? And that goes back to Mansour doing the first carbon composite executive jet. Great company.